Season 2 opens with the shockwaves of last season's finale still spreading through the Bellary Empire. Kimmy may now hold the title of Mrs. Bellary, but stepping into that power isn't as simple as it sounds. Horace is thrilled about outmaneuvering his family, yet Kimmy understands the danger that still surrounds them. His father's will protects her marriage, but it leaves the people she loves, Rain, Angel, and her sister, vulnerable. Her first priority becomes securing legal protection for them before the rest of the Bellary clan decides to retaliate. Meanwhile, confusion erupts within the family as everyone tries to piece together what just happened. Fingers point in every direction, even toward Vanny, who ironically had warned them just moments too late. While the family argues, Kimmy quietly begins asserting her authority. She demands a new will that shields her inner circle and reminds Jules that her new status changes the hierarchy. He answers to her now. Inside the Bellary household, reactions vary. Some members are openly hostile, while others, like Charles, seem almost amused by Kimmy's ability to hold her own against a family known for devouring outsiders. Behind the scenes, Horace makes an even bigger move. He amends the inheritance to include Kimmy's people, effectively placing Rain and Angel under the same protection as his wife. To make matters worse for the rest of the family, he also reduces their ownership stakes, cutting everyone's share of the company. The tension spills into the family's personal lives as well. Vanny's complicated relationship with Charles reaches a breaking point when Charles grows tired of being hidden. When Vanny refuses to acknowledge him publicly, the confrontation leaves both men angry and exposed. Kimmy soon discovers that marrying into the Bellary dynasty comes with an unexpected twist. The entire family lives under the same roof. Her new home is less of a sanctuary and more of a battlefield. Still, the wealth and power attached to the name are undeniable. She receives access to millions of dollars and immediately uses the opportunity to support Rain and her sister, setting them up with their own financial independence. Elsewhere, darker schemes begin forming. Roy discovers Vanny's secret relationship with Charles and uses it as leverage, threatening to expose him unless he cooperates. At the same time, Mallory begins quietly investigating Kimmy's past, uncovering connections that could become dangerous if revealed. Horace spends much of this time attempting to clean up another crisis, clearing Kimmy from suspicion after a dead body was discovered in her car. The situation takes a tragic turn when Angel is mistakenly targeted as a scapegoat and nearly loses his life in the fallout. Rumors spread quickly, and Rain becomes convinced Horace is responsible, pushing Kimmy into a desperate attempt to escape before the truth surfaces. While the Bellarys wage their internal wars, other threats begin closing in. Norman, Horace's estranged brother, attempts to appear conciliatory but is quickly exposed for his long list of betrayals. Realizing Horace is close to uncovering his criminal operations, Norman eliminates one of the key witnesses with a deadly explosion, ensuring the conspiracy remains buried, at least for now. Amid the chaos, Rain focuses on her own unfinished business. Determined to confront the doctor who nearly killed her during a botched cosmetic surgery, she tracks the woman down during another illegal procedure. With Alex backing her up, Rain finally gets her revenge and ensures the operation never happens again. Back at the Bellary Company, Kimmy begins stepping fully into leadership. Guided at first by Horace's advice, she soon realizes she needs to stand on her own. During a tense boardroom meeting, she shocks the entire family by presenting a strategy to rescue the struggling company, including modernizing its marketing and cutting corrupt practices. She even exposes financial misconduct tied to Norman and Olivia, proving she is far more capable than they expected. Her confidence carries into another confrontation with Jules. Refusing to accept his continued disrespect, Kimmy forces him to acknowledge her authority. Their standoff quickly escalates into mutual threats, each hinting they could destroy the other if pushed too far. But Kimmy's victory is short-lived. When she returns home, she discovers a disastrous accident at the stables. Jules' son is dead after a struggle involving Rain and her sister. Considering the threats Kimmy made earlier that same day, the timing could not be worse. Across town, another disaster unfolds. Charles survives an attempted robbery at his home, but when Vanny finally returns, the situation spirals further as additional attackers arrive. With danger closing in and alliances breaking apart, it becomes clear that the Bellary family's power struggles are only beginning, and the consequences are growing deadlier by the moment. Stay tuned for part 2 of this recap, because things are about to get even messier.